Welcome to the CalPERS members' Early Career Basics video presentation. My name is Raquel Lozano, and I will be guiding you through today's video. This video is designed for CalPERS members who are early in their career and new to CalPERS membership. As someone who recently joined CalPERS myself, I have found the information we will cover to be incredibly helpful in answering common questions and building a solid understanding of what CalPERS is and how it supports your future. By the end of this presentation, I hope you will have a clear understanding of CalPERS and feel more confident about your membership. Before we begin, let's go over a couple of housekeeping items. We've provided a presentation notes and resources document to help you follow along and reference later. You will find the link for the document in the YouTube description box. Please note that while the chat feature is open, we won't be responding to questions during the presentation due to the large number of participants. If you have any questions, please contact us directly. In this presentation, we will cover what CalPERS is and why it is important to you as a member. We'll explain how your retirement pension is calculated and explore how you may be able to increase it by purchasing service credit. Next, we will discuss the value of having a CalPERS special power of attorney in place. We will also touch on pre-retirement death benefits and what happens to your benefits if you leave your CalPERS covered employer. Lastly, we will share helpful tools and resources that are available to support you throughout your membership journey. Before we begin, please keep in mind that this presentation serves as an introduction to these key topics. Each topic can be more complex, and we encourage you to explore our dedicated videos or publications for more detailed information. And as always, if you have questions, you are welcome to call us or schedule an appointment at your nearest CalPERS regional office. We are more than happy to help. Now let's take a closer look at what CalPERS is and the role it plays in your career and retirement. So what is CalPERS? CalPERS stands for the California Public Employees Retirement System. We administer your pension benefits, which means that when you retire from your current employer or any other CalPERS covered employer and meet the eligibility requirements, you will receive a pension for the rest of your life. This is a significant benefit, especially considering many private sector employers no longer offer traditional pensions. In addition to retirement benefits, CalPERS also provides health benefits for members whose employers contract with us for health coverage. We also provide disability and death benefits, which may provide additional financial protection for you and your loved ones. Many people believe that taxpayers cover the full cost of public pensions, but that's actually not the case. The CalPERS pension book, shown here as of June 2024, illustrates how pensions are funded. As you can see, the largest portion, 55 cents of every dollar paid, comes from CalPERS investment earnings. The remaining funding comes from employer contributions, 34 cents, and employee contributions, 11 cents. This breakdown shows how CalPERS investment earnings help grow and sustain the pension fund, ensuring long-term security for members like you. Why is it so important to learn about CalPERS now? Even if retirement feels far away, now is the time to start preparing for your financial future. One of the most important questions to ask yourself is, will you have enough income to maintain your lifestyle in retirement? CalPERS is just one part of your overall retirement plan. To retire with confidence, it is important to understand all the potential sources of income available to you and how they work together. The earlier you begin planning, the more options and flexibility you will have. Many people nearing retirement often look back and wish they had taken more steps earlier to enhance their benefits. Let's take a look at the key sources of retirement income so you can plan ahead with clarity and confidence. Your retirement income may include one or more of the following: your personal savings, Social Security if you qualify, and your CalPERS pension. Many financial experts recommend having about 75 to 85% of your current working income to maintain your standard of living in retirement. CalPERS is just one piece of the retirement puzzle. Your CalPERS pension was never intended to be your sole source of income at retirement. Some members may not be eligible for Social Security benefits, which means you'll need to rely on other income sources to bridge the gap. It is important to note that not all employers participate in Social Security. Be sure to check with your employer or review your pay stubs to confirm whether Social Security contributions are being made on your behalf. Let's go over each of these sources. Personal savings can come from a variety of sources, such as employer-sponsored savings plans, personal savings accounts, individual retirement accounts, and other sources, such as brokerage accounts, mutual funds, stocks, bonds, or real estate properties. We are going to focus specifically on the defined contribution plans. One of the most effective ways to increase your personal retirement savings is by participating in an employer-sponsored defined contribution plan, such as a 457 or 401k plan. These plans allow you to voluntarily set aside a portion of your paycheck for retirement. If you choose to contribute on a pre-tax basis, you're setting aside money before taxes are taken out of your paycheck. This lowers your taxable income now, and your savings can grow over time without being taxed until you withdraw it in retirement. If you work for a public agency or school, CalPERS 457 plan may be an option you can select. Your employer must contract for this plan. Although it is called the CalPERS 457 plan, it is different from your CalPERS pension, as the CalPERS 457 plan is in addition to your CalPERS pension. If you are a school employee, you may have the 403b supplemental saving plan as an option. If your public agency employer doesn't contract for a CalPERS 457 plan, they may have other employer-sponsored retirement plans. Check with your employer. If you are a state or CSU employee, CalHR offers a Savings Plus program. They have 401ks and 457 plans, which both offer tax-deferred or after-tax contributions. CalPERS also offers a supplemental contribution plan for state employees. The CalPERS Supplemental Contributions Plan, or SCP, is an after-tax supplemental contribution plan. If you decide to participate in a defined compensation plan, it is best to start as early as you can to take advantage of the power of compounding interest. Let's take a look at this example of 3 different people, assuming a 7% rate of return. Rates will be different for everyone based on how you invest. Tracy starts contributing to a 457 plan at age 21. She contributes $200 a month for 14 years. She does not contribute anymore. Assuming a rate of return of 7%, at age 65, Tracy will have a total of $467,255. Anthony started contributing later at age 35 and contributes for a longer number of years than Tracy. At age 65, Anthony will have only $246,381. Sarah started just like Tracy at age 21 and contributed the same as everyone else, but she contributed her whole career. As you can see, she is going to receive considerably more than the other two. This scenario is merely to demonstrate the power of compound interest. It is never too early to start saving for retirement, but saving in general is always beneficial. Please consult with a financial professional to help with your retirement future, as every scenario can be different. Another part of the retirement equation is Social Security, which is only available if you qualify. Social Security is a federally mandated social insurance program funded through payroll taxes. To qualify, you need 40 credits, or 10 years of work. As mentioned earlier, not all public employers participate in Social Security, so your employment with your public employer may not count towards the 40 credits. If you do not qualify from your work record, you may qualify from your spouse's work record. To get more information on Social Security, visit their website at ssa.gov. From there, you can create a My Social Security account. The online account will inform you if you qualify for Social Security. You will also find your earning statements in your online account. Viewing your earning statements regularly ensures that your earnings have been reported correctly to SSA. Log in, call, or visit Social Security for more information. Now that we've discussed the different retirement income sources, let's return back to CalPERS and how your CalPERS retirement is calculated. When you first accepted your job, you may have heard things like 2% at 62 or 2.7 at 57. What does that mean? That is your retirement formula, and it is based on membership classification and your membership category. If you are unsure of your retirement formula or membership classification, you can find that by logging into your MyCalPERS account or checking in with your employer. Although there are many different retirement formulas, here are some examples of retirement formulas. Once you've determined your retirement formula, we take that information to calculate your retirement pension. We use these 3 factors. Service credit, this is the total years of CalPERS service. Benefit factor, this is the percentage of pay to which you are entitled for each year of service, based on your age at retirement. Final compensation, this is your highest average annual compensation earnable during any consecutive 12-month or 36-month period of employment. Basically, you multiply each factor and you get the unmodified allowance. Again, this is a basic calculation to give you a general idea of how CalPERS runs calculations. There are many elements that can affect the amount you may receive. To paint a better picture, let's put some real figures to get a general idea on how this may work. We'll use these hypothetical number factors. Retirement formula is 2% at 62, 25 years of service credit, and the retirement age is 62. We take the 25 years of service credit and multiply it by 2%. Why 2%? Because the member is retiring at age 62 and the retirement formula is 2% at 62. If they retired earlier, then the benefit factor can be less, and if they retired later, their benefit factor would be larger. Then, you multiply that by your final compensation of $4,366.67. This gives you the monthly unmodified retirement benefit of $2,183.84. To learn more about the calculations, I encourage you to watch our retirement calculation video on our YouTube page, and you can also reference your member benefits publications and benefit factor charts from our website. You can also find the links in the digital class notes and resources. You can increase or maximize your pension by increasing one or more of these factors. You can increase your service credit by working longer. As long as you're under the age at which the benefit factor maxes out, you can increase it by working longer for a higher factor. If you get a raise or a promotion, you can increase your final compensation by working for a longer period under that higher pay rate. Of course, as you get closer to retirement, you do not have to do the math yourself to figure out how much you may get at retirement. There is a retirement estimate calculator that you can use through your MyCalPERS account. You can play around with the different final compensation amounts and retirement dates to create different scenarios. You can run as many estimates as you want and can save all the different scenarios. As you play around with different scenarios, you will discover ways to increase your retirement by increasing some of the factors, as stated in the previous slide. One way to enhance your CalPERS pension is through a service credit purchase. In addition to working to earn service credit, you may be able to purchase it. Let's go over the process. As a reminder, you earn service credit for each day that you work, and continue to earn service credit as you continue to work. You can enhance your service credit totals by purchasing service credit. Here are common types of service credit that you can purchase. First is service prior to membership. You can purchase this type of service credit if you worked for a CalPERS covered employer in a position that did not qualify for CalPERS membership at that time. This may have been in a permanent, intermittent, part-time, temporary, on-call, or seasonal position. Next is redeposit of withdrawn contributions. If you previously worked for a CalPERS employer and at separation you withdrew your contributions, once you're a member again, you have the right to redeposit those contributions and restore your years of service credit. Next, we have military service. If you have served in active duty military, You may be able to purchase up to 4 years of military service credit. All state and school employers contract for this option, but public agency employers must specifically contract for this benefit. And lastly, there are other types of service credit that you may be able to purchase. For more information, review our Service Credit Purchase Options publication, Pub 12. You can download the publication from our website. Also, you can view our member education video on service credit purchase. Both links can be found in the digital notes and resources for this video. If you are considering purchasing service credit, log in to your CalPERS account. From the Retirement tab, select Service Credit Purchase. You will be prompted to answer a series of questions to determine which service credit purchase type you may be eligible for. You then can request the cost for any available purchase options. We highly recommend you elect to purchase service credit as early in your career as possible. In many cases, the earlier you buy it, the less it will cost, and you will have more time to get it paid off before you retire. Another resource you can use to learn about service credit is the Service Credit Purchase Options and the Military Service Credit Options publications. There is also a handout. Could you qualify for a service credit purchase? All of these can be found and downloaded from our website. No matter where you are in your CalPERS career, having a CalPERS Special Power of Attorney is very important. Let's explain why. Why is it important to have one? If an unfortunate situation occurs and you become incapacitated and unable to conduct retirement business, how can family members assist you with retirement and survivor benefit decisions? Having a CalPERS Special Power of Attorney on file ensures that your designated attorney-in-fact can handle affairs regarding your CalPERS account if you become unable to do so, such as make address changes. They can change tax withholdings. If a check gets lost or stolen, they can call on your behalf. They can help with beneficiary designation. And lastly, they can help you with retirement benefit elections. A CalPERS Special Power of Attorney is specifically designed to authorize someone to act on your behalf only for CalPERS-related matters. If you already have a general or durable power of attorney, CalPERS must review it to determine whether it meets the requirements to allow your attorney-in-fact to manage your CalPERS benefits. Please note that the CalPERS Special Power of Attorney does not apply to medical decisions or personal property, and it does not grant access to your CalPERS account. Without a valid power of attorney on file, your loved ones may be required to seek a court-appointed conservator, which can be costly and time-consuming. As with the other topics in this presentation, if you have questions or want to learn more, you can watch the CalPERS Power of Attorney video on our YouTube channel, visit the CalPERS website, call or visit your nearest CalPERS regional office, and lastly, access the CalPERS Power of Attorney publication online. In the event that you pass away before you retire, what kind of benefits can be passed on to your family or beneficiaries? Let's go over pre-retirement survivor benefits. Let's first define the beneficiaries and survivors. It may sound like the same thing, but at CalPERS, they are distinctly different. A beneficiary can be your spouse or your next-door neighbor. You designate who that is. If no beneficiary designation is on file, then CalPERS will follow a statutory order. That order would start with the spouse or domestic partner, then children, then parents, and so on. The easiest way to designate a beneficiary is by logging in to your CalPERS account. Otherwise, you can submit the Pre-Retirement Lump Sum Beneficiary Designation Form, which is available for download on our website. A survivor is defined by law. Your survivor may be your spouse or domestic partner, unmarried children under 18, unmarried disabled children, or an economically dependent parent. There are numerous factors that determine what benefits may be payable. These factors include your membership category. For example, you could be a state miscellaneous or public agency safety member. If you are unsure, you can find your membership category on your CalPERS account. Employer's contract, meaning your employer must contract for certain survivor benefits, eligibility to retire, and your separation date if you are not actively working. Pre-retirement survivor benefits can be broken down by either lump sum and monthly benefits. Lump sum benefits include the limited death benefit, basic death benefit, and group term life insurance. Monthly benefits include pre-retirement option 2W death benefit, 1957 survivor benefit, special death benefit, alternate death benefit, and the 1959 survivor benefit. Many factors determine what benefits will be available to your beneficiaries or survivors. Because there are so many factors that affect the benefits payable, it is not possible for us to say what benefits will be paid. This determination will be made upon your death and after we receive all required documentation. Also, it's possible that more than one benefit may be payable. For example, it's possible that your spouse or registered domestic partner could receive the group term life insurance and the pre-retirement option 2W death benefit. To find more information about death benefits, you should read your member benefits publication. We have 3 versions depending on your membership category. Publication 3 is for school members, Publication 4 is for state members, and Publication 5 is for public agency members. All 3 publications can be downloaded from our website under Forms and Publications. We also have a specific video on pre-retirement survivor benefits on the CalPERS YouTube page. What happens if you leave your CalPERS employer? What happens to all the contributions you made to CalPERS? Let's go over your options. The first and maybe the simplest option is to leave your funds on deposit with CalPERS. You'll maintain your CalPERS membership. One of the major benefits to leaving your funds on deposit is your funds continue to earn interest at the current annual percentage rate and your balance continues to grow. When you become eligible to retire, you can apply for retirement and receive a lifetime monthly benefit. In addition, if you leave your funds on deposit with CalPERS and get hired in another public employer that participates in another California public retirement system, you may be able to establish reciprocity and maintain your CalPERS retirement benefits. Reciprocity is an agreement between certain California public retirement systems that allows you to move from one system to another without losing valuable retirement benefits. When you establish reciprocity, you become a member of both systems and follow the rules and benefits of each one. The biggest advantage is that the highest final compensation from either system is used to calculate your retirement benefit. Keep in mind, you must retire from both systems at the same time to receive the full benefit of reciprocity. To learn more and see a list of reciprocal systems, refer to Publication 16 when you change retirement systems. Another option that you can do is to request a refund. The refund includes your contributions and interest. A refund will terminate your CalPERS membership and you will no longer be entitled to any CalPERS benefits, including retirement. With an in-hand distribution refund, you will be subject to some tax implications. There will be a 20% mandatory federal tax withholding and an optional 2% California state tax withholding. Also, since CalPERS is a retirement account, and if you are under age 59 and a half, you will be subject to a 10% federal penalty and a 2.5% state penalty. To avoid those tax implications and penalties, instead of taking an in-hand distribution, you can roll over to another eligible retirement plan, like an IRA or another qualified employer-sponsored retirement plan. You are essentially transferring funds from CalPERS to another retirement plan. When you separate from your CalPERS employer, you will receive a letter explaining your options. Again, you can receive more details regarding your options on our website. CalPERS offers a wide variety of tools and resources to keep you informed. Let's go over them. One of the greatest resources is our website at calpers.ca.gov. This is your starting point to finding information and other tools that will help answer your questions. As mentioned earlier, this is where you would start your service credit purchase process, find the special power of attorney forms, and many other forms and publications. This is also where you log into your CalPERS account. If you haven't created a CalPERS account, we highly encourage you to do so. Your CalPERS online account is a safe and secure environment where you have real-time access to your CalPERS account details, like your service credit totals and how long before you are eligible to retire. If you have health coverage through CalPERS, it will provide health coverage information. Again, the retirement estimate calculator is also available. This is where you can also schedule appointments and register for classes. There are so many things you can do when you log into your CalPERS account, so secure your access by registering for your CalPERS account now. Lastly, you can send us a secure message using the messages link. Because you're behind your username and password, we are able to answer most member-specific questions. When we respond, you will receive an email letting you know that you have a message waiting for you in your CalPERS account. You can also visit the member education page on our website to explore upcoming learning opportunities. From there, you can subscribe to the member education bulletin to stay informed about new classes and events. Under the upcoming events section, you will find information on programs like our CalPERS Benefits Education events, where you can attend classes and connect with experts to get your questions answered. Also, by selecting CalPERS educational videos, you can view the video calendar and register to attend our upcoming video premieres. Again, this video was intended to introduce some of the benefits and features that may be available to you. There may be more that may apply to you that we didn't touch on. So we encourage you to attend classes, watch videos, or attend a CalPERS benefit education event to get more information. And remember, you can also simply send us a secure message via your CalPERS account, or you can call us at 1-800-CalPERS if you have any questions. Before we end, I wanted to let you all know that this presentation, like our previous presentations, is available as a video on our YouTube channel. Access our YouTube channel through our website, calpers.ca.gov, or directly on the YouTube website at youtube.com/calpers. Our presentation today was intended to give you an understanding of early career basics. To reinforce the information that you have received today, I encourage you to take one of our member education classes. Enroll for a class in your CalPERS account under Education. Please note that CalPERS is governed by the Public Employees Retirement Law. The information in this video is general. The retirement law is complex and subject to change. If there is a conflict between the law and the information presented in this video, any decisions will be based on the law. Later today, you will receive an email with a short evaluation. Please answer all of the questions, as it is important for us to get your feedback to help us improve these presentations. Thank you for taking time out of your day to attend this presentation, and have a great day.